Brandon, and I am once again here with the mini of Sam. Why am I doing an intro? This is your world.
Hi, welcome back, people. As you can see, I have Brandon here, and I also have another friend that I'm currently staring at. So,
Oh wow, the new stream manager on my phone allows me
yeah.
to check
For
my
those that are watching
stream.
my stream, you'll see what you just got a glimpse at in a second. You can also see a couple more changes, as well as Brandon's grave is still here because,
Where am
yeah,
I?
slash home.
What? Oh yeah. Why don't we have a
It's an
door?
easy way to teleport in.
Yeah, 'cause we don't have a door.
Exactly.
Why don't we?
Now, you may notice one big change off the bat. The ladder's gone. And that's because now that we have access to ender pearls, I made elevators. It's an instantaneous up and down.
That is terrifying and cool.
Another thing you may notice is I moved these down a level because there was space there, and I added an enchantment
Wow, this glass
layer
is
right
trippy.
there. It's fine. And also, if you look off this way, I'll get to that other thing you'll notice in a second. There's lava mills here, and then there's also down here. So we have a lot of grid power spare.
Wow, you do a lot of work on these servers.
Yeah.
Meanwhile,
Very cool.
I
I'm gonna switch my earbud out real quick.
Meanwhile, I just adventure and find dark
There we
biomes
go.
or Pokemon or something.
Yeah. Let's see. I didn't change that. I'm gonna think. Oh yeah, Angel Portal area a bit. I moved this back and this back a bit. That still connects to the same one though, so it's not too big a deal.
Okay, well, where's the sand
I also
portal?
moved this little puzzle here for whenever we have the
Oh,
end
there's the
cave.
sand portal.
Because I was thinking that if we ever want to expand, aside from that room that I made that I'll show you in a moment, that room as well as that room. Excuse me, I hit you with a fist, you hit me with a sword. There's a difference.
That's what you get for wearing goggles.
Yeah, I'll get to that in a moment. Then we have an easy way to expand above that room and that room.
Also,
So,
you
yeah.
have chickens, I see.
Yeah, I threw some eggs and figured it'd be a good source because you can turn eggs into protein as well as calcium carbonate if we ever need
Ironically
that
enough, I
for
was about
whatever
to say
reason.
protein. I was going to say mayonnaise, but I don't think we have that here.
You don't know. Hang on. What's such a mayo? Yeah, no, there's nothing. Okay. Either way, another thing you may notice is you can either go that way for one thing or that way for one thing, or I can explain that. Pick one of the four directions because I made a change in all four directions. Cool. Okay. You pick this direction. So I expanded to another room, not because we needed it, but because I figured I was tired of having this just be a hallway. So if we ever need something, a place to put stuff, we have this room.
You have united the four rooms.
Exactly. Oh yeah, I did also upgrade my bag to a Signalum one because we had a reinforced one before. So I figured since we have access to Signalum ingots and Electrum ingots, I could easily upgrade it. It also has holding 4 as well, so it holds a lot more stuff than it did before.
That makes sense. I fiddling with my
Yeah.
audio settings a little bit to make sure things are coming in clearly.
That's fair.
Seem to be fine.
Okay. Which direction you want to go next?
Chickens.
Okay. Well, first all, of course, you may notice the chickens. Secondly, I think I replaced this with a drawer. It used to be a chest before. I don't think I did anything over there. I did connect up that drawer system and this drawer up to the refined storage system with some external storage, I think it's called. Yeah, external storage. Oh yeah, this I increased this so it's better automated. You may notice there's a lot of acacia wood in each of these.
Why are you torturing my orange wood?
Because it's the best source of the liquid latex, which is constantly being pumped into here to make the plastic. There's also a void upgrade on it, so we have infinite, basically.
So we're going to use this latex.
Also, you may notice I have these two things up here now. I have these hooked up to XNet, that's why they don't look like they're hooked up to anything. So we have cellulose going in here, making acacia wood.
So
That's
infinite
going to be being
cellulose.
pumped into here. And then I also have the seeds, the excess seeds from the wheat farm, being pumped into this thing. It's giving us the cellulose. And
Jesus
also, the
Christ.
cellulose that is in here is the priority of where it goes. But also, if that's full on cellulose, because I have the recipe locked, it also goes to this drawer over here.
I'm honestly more impressed that you have all this stuff really well hidden within the interior, in the house.
That's XNet. It's easy to hide. Also, I did make a little change with the water drum. I moved it right here, so that way I could easily pump it into an atomizer and power the atomizer. So we can get, if you come back over to the cellulose drawer, this water right here, because we will eventually need that for, if I can find wherever actual water thing. We'll eventually need it for milk for the cake, because you notice it needs protein, which we can get from the eggs,
Oh,
water,
have
which I just automated, and sucrose, which I technically came close to automating it. I did start a automated sugarcane farm over there.
that's kind of your thing at this point, isn't it?
Though because I wasn't sure, I knew you were in this general area of stores, but I wasn't sure the exact location. So what I just did is I left it like
It
this,
looks like
and
you
then
have
I
an
was gonna add the walls in later.
It looks like you have an Enderman head at the center of this, but I see what that's.
That's a vacuum hopper. I trying to remember where I got this, or if I made one because it's if I can spell vacuum correctly. There it is. It's literally just obsidian, a hopper, and eyes of ender, and we have access to ender pearls and the blaze rods / blaze powder. So yeah, that's literally just all it does is collecting it from these block breakers.
Bacon stack.
That's fine. So yeah, I also added a melon farm, which is where I got the goggles because
This is an
my quest book. Here it is.
This is an automatic melon farm. Have I taught you
It's
nothing?
not an automatic melon farm yet. I plan on automating each of these farms eventually, but it's for now. This is what we'll do. What I'm doing with it. If you go over to, I think it's chapter 2, I got the melon quest unlocked, and looking through, I could either get another satchel, a traveler's knapsack, which I didn't feel like I needed with this satchel, a hardened upgrade kit, which I felt like we'd be fine without, because we have an easy way to get that now that we have a lot of nickel and iron.
I don't know what I
And
should
then
have
there
done.
was also traveler's goggles and the cloak. And I figured, why not go for the goggles that can give me night vision
You know,
at the
realistically, I
press of
need
a
that too.
button? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I did.
I
And
think I tried to get
that's
these as
everything for
surfboard.
this room as well. I think this is actually. You know what? It was between this room and the last room over there. All I did with this room over here was I added acacia and palm wood into the pre-farm
I don't know how to
because it
equip
looks a
the
bit
thing.
nice than just all oak. So yeah.
I don't know how to equip this thing.
Oh, you take off your helmet and you take it over to the armor forge. I'm gonna remove the mandolin for this part, and then you put the goggles in as well.
So
And
you
I think it uses a modifier, so there's that. Yeah,
oh,
that.
so you just meld the goggles onto your helmet. That's cool.
Yeah, nah, and then you get to look as cool as me.
You
Don't
know
we
when
look
we're doing
amazing?
science, we need the goggles.
Of course,
Surprised
of
it took us
course.
this long to get them.
Eh, fine.
But
Either way, I'm also going to put some stuff back in here.
so
I also did a bit more mining, and so now we have a bit more ores. Just a little bit more ores.
um, on the topic of mining, I actually did a bunch of mining or I mined straight in the vanilla world. So
Cool.
I was trying to see if I could find a deep dark type area, and I found a little area that looked like it was full of shulk and stuff, and I immediately bailed out of there because I was scared to go there without a friend.
Yay.
But my adventure has led us to having plenty of diamonds for anything we might need.
Oh yeah, by the way, you know how I gave my satchel holding 4?
Yeah, I don't know how you did that, but
Well, I remembered in between streams I have this portable tank that I had with lava in it. And I also gave that holding 4. So now it holds, instead of, hang on, what is this? It's a portable tank. Instead of however many buckets it was able to hold before, now it's able to hold 240.
240 buckets. Got it.
Yeah.
You do a lot of work on these areas.
It's one of my passion projects and such. So honestly, it may look like you can fall into the lava mill, but you can't. Because I also use the glass we use for the floorings and the roofs and whatnot for this. Also, speaking of which, you may also notice I did replace all of the glass with that other glass. So
The glass that looks like it's nothing.
exactly,
You know, as a
it looks
bird,
nicer in my opinion. So
as a bird, that kind of freaks me out.
to be fair, all this does is really put all species on the same wavelength. No one gets this. If birds can't see glass, no one can.
All right, so all right, moving forward from here. Wow. Okay,
Yeah,
I did not know where we were on chapter
we're
5.
on chapter 4, and we need to
Oh, 4,
get
right?
the
Got it.
data models. We need 4, so we
Okay,
need a stack of asinine
so we don't need any of
was
what is this overworldian
16
matter?
cobalt, I think, and the silver plates and the cobalt isn't too hard. We should have that taken care of, or
Question.
mostly quit the cobalt.
Question. What is this
What?
overworldian matter that's in this little side thing?
Overworldian matter. I feel like I explained this previously, but it's fine if you forgot. It's basically a byproduct of when you put these data models into a simulation chamber, where it can basically be used to make any sort of mob drop or stuff like that for the that's from the overworld, or like blocks from the overworld as well. You can also use it to make iron from zombies. So that's cool, I guess. You can also turn it into hellish matter, which you get from byproducts of nether creatures, which is basically the same thing except for the nether. And then you can turn that into extraterrestrial matter, which is the same thing as the previous two, except from the end.
Hmm. The more
Yeah.
dimensions we go to, the more weird this is. So,
Also, we are going to need some palladium for the data models. However, the
how do I
good
get
news about that is we get it from, and here's why I set up the palm tree thing. We get it from palm wood or palm crates.
palm wood?
So
The thing I
yeah,
wanted
that's why I
added to
set it that
vanilla.
way. Bingo. I think asinine might be the hardest part because we need astenine and hacium. Hacium,
I mean, if you could just tell
we
me
have
where.
to get through loot crates.
Well, guess what? I happen to have 67 loot crates right here.
Nice. And then astenine is crystal glass, which we get from smelting strange sand, which we find.
I am.
By the way, speaking of the hacium, we have about 40 right here, which I don't think is actually enough.
Okay, let's see here for a
Because we
second.
need a stack, so yeah, we need at least 24 more. Luckily, I've been building up some loot crates in the refined
So,
storage system.
okay,
Also,
so
for those on my end that are listening to just scribes and wondering why they're all blacked out and whatnot, I don't know. It just sort of happened one day, and I can't figure out what causes it. So,
I blame the void.
I don't know. We are literally right close to the white. So.
Oh god, I hate that sound.
I don't remember if I hooked up with that or not. I think I did. Yeah, barium. So you can literally just dump all the things you get from the loot crates in here, and it'll go into its respective drawers.
Even
We
the
now have 41. Wow, we only got one from that?
wait. What do I have to? What do I install? Insert. Wow, I can't speak. What do I insert things to?
You can insert anything you get from loot crates into here, and it won't take up too much storage in these disks anymore, because I hooked up the drawers up there.
What do we
Still
have
see the
here?
top right on my end. Little things appearing with the reward collected. Oh, I see sprint particles at your feet. Why is that?
I'm a wizard. Also, this kind of just happens to me sometimes.
Why do you have this cool, amazing effect next to you and I don't? I feel jealous. I
Minnie,
want it.
Minnie, how often have I broken reality?
Yeah, it's fair. Yeah.
It's because of my superpowers. What do we need
Thinking of how
for
much palladium we might have.
what?
Actually, do we have any palladium? We
Yes,
have 8 ingots. Wait, why
homely.
do we have 8 ingots worth? What can we? I feel like I just remembered something that we might be able to use palladium
We
for,
need
aside from
we need
that.
exactly 8 of them, so this is perfect.
So, I've just remembered another thing that I forgot that I set up everything to make right at the beginning of the stream because it's something specific that I couldn't make off camera because I needed you to be here for it. It's also why I said it took a lot of time to make all those lava mills because we needed more grid power for it. For example, if
Oh
you
god, you're
come
going into
over
mad
here
scientist
and look
mode.
at the resonator, you may notice we're using 65.7 out of 256 grid power.
Uh, what am I looking at?
Also, if you hit E and type in angel, you might be getting a hint of what I'm hinting towards.
Nope,
We're
I have
getting
no
angel
idea.
rings.
Nope, because that did not pop up what I was looking at. All I see are rings, not wings.
Yeah, angel rings.
Oh,
Which is why I wanted you to be here, because I wanted you to pick your specific wings, or instead of just me forcing you to have a
considering
specific type.
considering it's me, yes, that is very much appreciated, and I apologize if you hear anything
Yeah,
in the background. Families are loud.
that's fine.
That's really nothing I can do about that.
I know the feeling, to be honest.
Yep.
But yeah, we have everything for 2 angel rings. I literally went through and did all the work to do this. So
I'm just
it's literally just a matter of picking a specific type of ring and making one of it. So there's the golden wings one, there's the dark wings one, fairy
I
wings, tiny wings, the red wings.
I feel like I have to use the red wings.
It's fair. I personally want these ones, this wings right here.
I don't know what you're talking about.